Hey, so did I tell you I was doing National Novel Writing Month?
Oh, you are?
Yeah. And I'm pretty excited with how my book is turning out so far. I've been working on the concept for months.
Okay.
Like, I've been doing world building and outlining, and it's all coming together beautifully.
So, what's it about?
Well, if you insist on asking, it's set in this world where people can enter other people's dreams and manipulate them and cause all sorts of havoc. And it's sort of like this heist story, but as the story goes on, the main character starts to suspect that in fact he is the one who's been dreaming this entire time.
So it's like Inception?
Like what?
Inception, the Christopher Nolan movie. Come on, don't play stupid. I know you've heard of that movie.
I mean, I've heard of it, but is that really what Inception is about?
Pretty much exactly.
Well, drat.
You might want to watch Inception if you're going to keep writing that book. Don't want to end up with something too similar.
Or, you know what I could do, is if people ever ask me if my book was based on Inception, I can just reassure them, I've never seen Inception. I came up with the idea all by myself. And if I never have seen it, then I'm not lying.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Okay, fine. Maybe this novel is a little bit too similar to Inception, but I have tons of other great ideas that I'm working on. Like, I have this one book that I've been planning to write about these scientists who discover a mysterious alien artifact on the moon, and that leads them to go onto a mission to Jupiter.
2001: A Space Odyssey?
What is that?
Okay, come on. Now you have to be joking. You literally just described the exact plot of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay, fine. I have tons of ideas in here, though. Like, just listen to this one. A girl finds out that an old wardrobe in her house is actually a magical portal to...
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Well, I haven't even told you about The Lion and the Witch yet.
There is no way you've never heard of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
What is that?
That's one of the most famous children's books ever written.
But I came up with this idea. I've been thinking about writing it for years.
Do you seriously expect me to believe you?
Well, what about this one? This one's totally original. A man who wants to be immortal creates a portrait of himself and then makes it so that the portrait ages while he...
The Picture of Dorian Gray?
Are you kidding me?
That's Oscar Wilde. Everyone knows that book.
And the main character's name in that book is also Dorian Gray? What are the chances of that? Have you been peeking in my notes?
I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish here. Is this some sort of elaborate prank?
Listen to this one. A man gets shipwrecked on an island populated by people who are only like an inch tall.
Gulliver's Travels.
A woman gets shipwrecked on an island and disguises herself as a man, while her twin brother disguises herself as a woman.
Twelfth Night.
A man gets shipwrecked at sea and is eaten by a giant fish.
That's the story of Jonah in the Bible.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I came up with all of these ideas completely by myself, and until today, I was quite proud of them. Am I supposed to be familiar with every story that's ever been written just to make sure I'm not accidentally plagiarizing somebody?
You don't need to do that, but if you want to write stories that people are actually going to want to read, then you need to do at least a little bit of research. Otherwise, you're not building off the canon of stories that already exist. You're just babbling to yourself.
Which is exactly why I don't read books. I'm terrified of finding out that all my great ideas have already been taken.
Are you serious?
Yes. I don't read books, I don't watch movies, I don't talk to people.
I really think you should be doing all of those things if you want to be an author.
I just feel like no matter what idea I come up with, somebody somewhere will have already written a book with that exact same premise. So what's the point? There are only so many good ideas out there. It's like the monkeys on typewriters thing.
Okay, look, I get what you're saying, but you can still mix things up a little bit and add your own spin on already existing concepts. It's just you need to know what concepts exist in order to do that.
Maybe you're right. But what about this one? A very long-winded, heavily fictionalized account of the wars between Greece and Persia in the 5th century.
Herodotus.
Of course.